Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I want to start by thanking all of you for making yourself available for this roundtable discussion. This is, like the Honorable Minister has stated, it's something, an event that is going to be part of the project. So we are going to be doing this from time to time for us to rub minds and fashion out the best way to proceed with the project. I want to warmly welcome you to this all-important meeting to deliberate on the issues surrounding the cleanup of Ogoni land, which is a priority to the administration of the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. Considering the key role of Ogoni and indeed the rest of Niger Delta have played in the sustenance of the Nigerian economy. In the last 9 months, I have been saddled in the project as the project coordinator of Hyprep. We have recorded remarkable achievements in various areas first, and we want to bring this achievement to your attention. On the assumption of office, one of the first things we commenced was to do the sensitization of the communities. We needed the communities to take ownership of the project, so we went to the individual communities where we will be working to update them as well as sensitize them on the importance of the project. We started in Bodo, in Gokana local government. Incidentally, Bodo was the community where the flag off was also carried out. We met with the paramount ruler there. We met with the council of chiefs. We met with the youth leaders. We met with the women leaders there. And we explained to them the commitment of the federal government to this project. And from then we proceeded to Kedere and Bidere and Bo in Gokana local government. These communities have since opened demonstration sites in those communities. We proceeded to Eleme local government, where we sensitized and consulted with the paramount leadership of Ogali, as well as Ibubu. At that point, we also made it very clear that the government is serious about the implementation and the commitment is absolute. We proceeded to Kwawa. Kwawa actually happened to be the first site where a demonstration activity was carried out in Kana local government. During that meeting, I actually went there with the MOSA president as well as the zonal director of Hyprep, of Nosra, who is both seated here. So we have been sensitizing the Ogoni community. In Thai local government, we met with the king, GNK Guinea and his council of chiefs, where we updated them on the activities of the project again, and we promised that the government commitment, as the president has explained, is something that it's the fact, and we will proceed to pursuing that. Next, we proceeded to do demonstration projects. It was important that in going about the implementation of the report, that we source technology that were effective, that were state of the science or the arts, as you may want to say it. So we allowed companies who would volunteer to showcase these technologies to come forward. Quite a lot of applications came through, a lot of companies came over for presentation, and these companies were assigned sites across the 4 LGAs, in Kwawa, in Kedere, in Bidere, in Ogali, in other communities in Ogoni. So we've opened 8 demonstration sites across the 4 LGAs as of today. We are now winding up on the demonstration activities so as to pave way for the scoping. In addition to demonstration activities, we have also we've commenced the process of providing water for the communities. At this point, I want to reiterate the mandate of Hyprep, which is two. First is to remediate impacted sites across Ogoni land, and the second one is to restore livelihood. And in the recommendation of UNEP, there were clear provision for emergency measures, which includes provision of water, like I earlier stated, as well as a health impact study. We proceeded to commence training in preparation for the demonstration project. We trained about 15 young Ogoni scientists with degrees in environmental science and related field. This group of people became the supervisors, the people who managed the demonstration sites for us across the 4 LGAs. We went on again to carry out very recently the health impact study, the commencement of that process with health outreach. In the last week, we have covered activities carried out activities in Kana local government and in Thai local government. I am pleased to announce to you that as at yesterday, over 2,700 patients have been attended to by a team of doctors in these 2 LGAs. Over 15 surgeries have been performed by the team of doctors in these LGAs. I also want to add that the importance of the health impact study is something that is important for the project, because this is a study that is able to draw a link between disease patterns in the community and oil pollution. And it is an important part of the project. The health outreach program has also the need, there is the need for us to develop a database. Also, for every patient that is attended to, we are able to also look at the health history of that person and use it and capture them in their database of the patients for that region. We have also during this period received very high-profile visitors who were interested, who are also stakeholders in the progress of the report. The first visitor we had was the UN resident coordinator in the country, Edward Cullen. He visited at a time when we just completed training of the Ogoni scientists, and he actually went with us to the field in Kwawa and observed activities. He was pleased with what he saw, and he made a particular observation. What he said was that we all needed to be patient, because he understood the process of remediation, that's going to be time-consuming. It's a scientific process, it's a structured process that will take some time. We have been receiving the best of hospitality and support from the Ogoni community, and I also want to use this opportunity to thank them for their patience and for their hospitality. We continue to work for them. We continue to ensure that the commitment of the federal government is carried out and effectively in course of the project. We want to add that the United Nations remains a key part of this project. So in course of executing this, we've had need to sit down with UNEP team in Geneva, and so as to get a clearer understanding of the report. So currently, we have 3 of the United Nations arms working with us. So we have the United Nations Environment, who are going to be playing an advisory